All right, here we are at the soaping table, and we're getting ready to make just some unscented, uncolored oatmeal milk and honey soap. I have my hard oils here. I'm going to do the heat transfer method where I pour in my lye water, which I have Tussa silk and sodium lactate, and then I've put all my additives in my soft oils. I'm going to pour my warmed honey in at the end when I'm going to mix it, because the cream will chill the honey and it'll be harder to mix in my soft oils. So as soon as I get the hard oils melted down a little more, we'll do the mixing there. So here goes the lye mixture into the hard oils. I like this method because I don't have to wait for the oils and the lye to get to room temperature, and I can start soaping right away. There's several YouTube videos regarding this method. I personally like it. I like it a lot, actually, for the reason I said. So we're going to melt this up. Doesn't take that long either, because that lye solution is pretty hot. It can get over 200 degrees Fahrenheit. So you want to be very careful. You want to wear your safety equipment. You want to be in a well-ventilated area. Wear your glasses, which I have on. I'm wearing my gloves. I don't always wear a long sleeve shirt, but today I am. Let's see what the temperature is. Right now it's at 117 Fahrenheit. I've mixed up some titanium dioxide. I took a ½ ounce of my distilled water from my recipe, and a ½ ounce, and I added in 2 teaspoons of titanium dioxide, just because I want the soap to stay creamy looking, and adding the honey will discolor it to a dark tan, brownish, depending on how much of that you add. There's just some shea butter. Normally I would break this shea butter up a little better before it goes in, but again, I don't think it's a big deal. Ooh, did you see that big bubble? I will stir toward the end just to make sure that we get all those air bubbles out. Some people really are pretty intense about, oh, you have to make sure that you break it every time. I've found that I can do that and then stir it, and that will help to get the air bubbles out. Again, everybody has their own preferences as to what they're going to do. I think if we're all just doing it safely and that process works for you, that's what you should do. What we're going to do is add our warm honey. I'm not going to do a whole bunch to this. Well, I'm not going to do anything to this soap. I'm going to mix it up and put it in the mold. That's what I'm going to do. It will have a warm, like honey texture smell. That's the word I'm looking for. It will have a warm honey smell. Love that. we're going to put this in here. All the oils have now melted, and I'm going to add my soft oils with my additives, which are heavy cream, colloidal oats, honey. That's what we have in here. Now the honey, because it's honey, will heat this soap up, and that's okay. That's okay. I love this soap. I really do, and I believe others will love it too, because it's such a lovely, creamy, luxurious soap, especially for people who don't like scent. Okay, I'm gonna add my titanium dioxide. Let's see how that turns out. It's very thin. Look at that. It's kind of changing colors right in front of my eyes. I'm trying to, I guess it doesn't matter. You can let it thicken up in the mold. So here's the mold. I did put some wax paper in the mold. This is a mold that I made. And then I wanted to have the bubble wrap effect on the bottom and the sides, and I'll put a little oats on the top of the soap once it sets up a bit. So I also lined it with wax paper, because I didn't want the soaps to leak into my mold. So that was just a precaution that I took. It's not necessary, I guess, if you don't want to. Do what you want. But look at this color. It's like a peach color. I've mixed it thoroughly. So we're going to see. In about 15 hours, we'll come back and unmold it and cut it and see what it looks like. For now, I'm just going to pour it on. It's really warm. I don't want it to go over the top of my bubble wrap on the sides. It looks like it is there. Okay, so here we are. We'll do one flower. Yeah. We'll see how many we can get in here. I think these are fun little, guest soap size. You can just put them in your shower, and then if your guests only use it once or twice, it's not awful if you toss it, you know, like you do at a hotel. Because other people don't want to use soap sometimes. If you're not a family member, right? You don't want to use some stranger's soap that's been opened. How would you feel about that if you got into a hotel room and there was an open bar soap just ready for you to use it? That just kind of grosses me out. So when I have guests, I try to make sure that I put fresh soap out every time. Let's see if we can fill up one more. Look at that. This is perfect. And for the loaf soap, I will just cut those bars a little thicker because they're going to be shorter. So I'll just cut them thicker. It'll be just perfect. It'll be perfect. All right, so we got some of these. Yay! Well, we got 2 of these. Get back in there. Oh, it's beautiful. So beautiful. And then I will, as you can see here, on this side, you can't really see it. If I turn the mold, you can. I didn't cut my bubble wrap high enough, so it's right at the edge. You see, it's right at the edge. I don't want it to go over the bubble wrap, and so I will cut these bars thicker because they're shorter, so they need to be thicker. So everybody gets a righteous bar of soap, right? All right, so we'll come back, unmold, and cut them in probably 15 or so hours. My recipe is pretty good, and I've had a lot of fun. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the cut. All right, so this soap is my unscented oatmeal milk and honey. It's beautiful. It does have titanium dioxide in it to so that it stays this nice creamy color. This is an end, obviously. Only the end pieces are going to have this on them, the samples really. But here I put it in a mold that I made, as I said earlier, and I lined that mold with wax paper, and then I also put bubble wrap in the mold on top of the wax paper. I added sodium lactate. This is just coming off fairly easy, not a big deal. Let's see. Yeah. Wow. I love the top of this soap. I love the, it does have actually a scent. It's a kind of a natural, let's see. It's kind of like a soft, very soft scent. You'll want to see this. Look at this. It's really just, it's coming right off. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my God, I love this. I love this soap. I love it. And here's the top. Woo, look at that. Yeah. So, I'll put it on the cutting. I'll put it on my cutter, and I'll be right back. Okay. So we're here to cut our unscented oatmeal milk and honey soap. I've turned it on its side so that when we cut it, the oatmeal doesn't make drag marks. But I wonder if I flip it over, let's see, to this side, because the oatmeal's on the bottom. So let's try it. I don't know if I'll be able to do it because it makes me think I need it to be a certain direction. It's not flat. So, okay. Let's cut off the end here. It's not going to be exciting other than just, yay, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. I love, love, love the oatmeal in that. All right, I am also cutting these larger They'll be, I'm going to start with 1.5 inch and see how that looks, because the bars are a little, the bubble wrap took up a little space, and I just want them to be nice size. I want all my soaps, well, not all of them, but I would like my soaps to be about 5.5 ounces. There's the top of it. And here's what the sides look like, and the bottom. I'm in love. I'm in love. And I love the way it smells. I love the soap. My goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. So I'll cut a few more on camera so you guys get the gist of it. Again, I'm cutting it on its side so the oatmeal doesn't make a, big drag marks. And it's a nice thick bar, It's a nice, thick bar. I like that. I'm loving this bar soap. And this will be ready, so this bar will be ready in about 4 weeks, and I'll put that also in the description so you guys can order if you'd like. It's a beautiful, creamy, lovely bar of soap. I cannot believe it. I cannot wait to try this soap. I'm pretty excited. Oh my gosh. All right. Again, look at that top. Wow. Sides, bottom. And just look at the oats in there. And don't forget it has heavy cream, colloidal oats, and honey. And those are just some fantastic additives for our bodies. This soap is going to be amazing. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to try it. Oh my goodness. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And leave me a comment. Tell me what you think of the soap. I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it. I can't help myself. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next video. I'm going to turn the camera off now because there's no swirls, but there's just this lovely, lovely, unscented, lovely oatmeal milk and honey bar that I'm going to continue to split. Cut. Okay, I'm not a what are those guys called? A lumberjack. I'm not splitting the soap log. I am cutting the soap into bars. Okay, bye. I did, because my soap recipe for the oatmeal milk and honey, there was, the bubble wrap took up a little bit of space in there. So there was some leftover batter. So I poured them into my little flower mold. Aren't these beautiful? Wow. Wow. So pretty. So pretty. And I molded those before I even thought to turn on the camera. And here are the ones in the little mold, in the little tiny flower mold. And let's just see how well they unmold, right? Usually things come out of this mold pretty easily. I'll just give it a little stretch. Let's see. Oh, how pretty. You know what I should start doing is just making a little extra batter for all my soaps so that I can have these little tiny soaps when my guests come over, because, what I was saying is when I put soaps out in my guest bathroom, I actually want my guests to use them, and you know, not everyone that visits wants to use a bar of soap that a family member has used. So I think these are great little gift soaps also, but also guest size soaps that they use them a day or two or three or ever how long I can get my friends and family to come and stay with us. But they use them, and then I don't feel guilty about tossing out any that are left over. And there are different size. This one is a little bigger, so say someone was staying one night, you give them this one. They're staying longer, you give them one like this. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Or you give them, you know, one of the sample bars. That's what I'm thinking. So these are coming out really easy. I love this little tiny mold. It's very cute. It's very cute. I might have gotten this from Catsy, the crafty comic. I love this. And I'll just clean up the edges. Again, just I love how this smells without any fragrance. It has like a nice, gentle, calming smell. I like that a lot. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. All right. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll talk soon.